Welcome back, my name is LastKnownMeal and today I'm going to talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's been a while since I played an RPG that immersed me into a world so much, where you don't have magic and fantasy, just a medieval story involving a young son of a blacksmith, Henry. The reason why I'm putting an emphasis on Henry is because of his backstory. Henry is not some skilled knight, he is someone that barely held a sword, and you can see that at the beginning of the game. Not just in his sword fighting or archery, but also his status. He is a commoner after all, and that is very visible as you play through the story. In this video, I'm going to talk about all the aspects of this game that I find so well done, and when you take all the bugs that this game has out of the picture, which probably will be fixed in the future, this is the closest thing to a medieval realistic RPG you can get. The biggest thing I noticed at the beginning was how you feel helpless when fighting people. You don't have a good sword, your armor is basically a piece of cloth, and that is visible if you take on fully equipped enemies, where even a thing like a chainmail or a shield can make a huge difference in strength during combat. Of course, since you have no experience with a sword or any type of weapons, you actually have to learn, train combos, and as that goes on, Henry does become skilled and you can take on more enemies. So at the beginning you can have the best sword in the game, but Henry is not going to utilize all the possibilities that that sword can offer. Same thing with archery, the way he shoots or draws a bow is clearly someone who didn't hunt, so of course he's going to miss a lot at the beginning. And this sense of progress, of actually getting better, is amazing. And the last time I felt like that was in Gothic 1, where at the beginning of the game you didn't even know how to hold a sword, nevertheless make combos, well, as much as you can make combos in Gothic 1. Then there is the question of status, which you as a commoner see when you are around nobility. Even a quest where you have to hunt with a certain lord, obviously you have to go to that location. He has a horse, you don't. And you know what he says? Well, it's your place to run at my side, and you do run after him on foot. And it's amazing, since I wanted a game where you just start as some commoner. You're not a noble, you're not a strong warrior, you're just no one. And you do have a goal, of course, you do have a main quest, but all the reputation and all the skills rise as you play through the game. A very interesting concept is how you do quests and explore the world, because it takes time to finish a certain quest. It can take up to 2 hours to finish a certain mission, for example. Nothing is rushed from going to camp, then sleeping, then going on a hunt, then going back. It all takes time and adds realism to the game. Also, people have been asking me why when I hunt my meat is stolen. Well, my friend, you are poaching, because during those times woods belonged to the lords. You as a commoner without permission couldn't go into a forest and just hunt meat for yourself. It was against the law. Even big game like deer and that kind of stuff was only reserved for the nobility. Of course, there are ways to get rid of that meat through finding a fence that will buy stolen goods from you. That is one more detail that makes me love this game so much, where if you go and hunt and, for example, you kill a rabbit, all of that meat is stolen because you were poaching. Even going on a simple patrol, you have to walk, you have to solve problems, and the entire patrol takes almost the entire day. So you probably can understand my standpoint of really enjoying this game, of actually having a feeling like I'm a part of this 15th century kingdom, like I am a part of the culture and the way of life that was present in those times, and it's all done in a video game. I also love how a lot of NPCs you meet have depth to them, like a faint-hearted knight where he was just sent by his mother to find honor and glory, and he is just about to challenge anyone to combat. And you can fight him or you can persuade him to go and do something else. Sadly, my knight was glitched, so even though I sent him away, even though I fought him, he came back, and God rest his soul, he fell on a knife about 85 times, and well, we didn't see him anymore. Also, different quests you get from people is great. For example, a certain lady might ask you to fetch her some items. Yes, that is not a quest for a knight, but it is for a commoner such as we are. Even Henry, who didn't know how to act in front of nobility, had to be put in place during the first couple of hours of the main story. Then we have other things like being hungry, being tired, how once your health is low, you cannot simply regain your health with one potion, there is a process to healing yourself. Also washing your clothes and well, being clean, since all of that will reflect on your personality. So it's all those little details that make this game so immersive and so different. People compare this with Skyrim and The Witcher. To what I say, Skyrim is Skyrim, Witcher is Witcher, let Kingdom Come be its own game, since all of these RPGs have different mechanics and are designed in a different way. There are some unique things like character, story, but everything else is reserved for different RPG games, where one mechanic doesn't necessarily need to work for other games and back and forth. People also told me to talk about combat. Yes, combat can be difficult at the start of the game, but it's for a good reason because Henry is not a fighter. And it's one of the first times he is actually holding a sword. He doesn't know much, he doesn't know the combos, he doesn't know the moves, but as Henry has to learn, it's no shame if you're bad at combat at the beginning because, as I said, as Henry has to learn, you as a player have to learn those combos, how to evade, how to use your shield, and all of that is great because as you progress through the game, you have this sense of becoming better, of progress, and that is the main point of this game. From time to time, there is going to be an RPG that is going to have that factor of one more thing, one more quest, and yes, it can be difficult and fun at the same time, and that makes me love this game so much. After some patches, this game is going to be even more enjoyable. So this is all I have for today. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. And this was my love letter to Kingdom Come Deliverance. And tell me down below in the comments what you think about this. Are you going to be buying this game if you didn't already? And for all of you that bought this game, what do you think about Kingdom Come Deliverance? This is all, LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Bye bye.